always wear a top hat or always wear a giant clock necklace?
You want to answer first?
Wait, is it what? A
What, you
clock
never...
necklace would be identical to the types that Flava Flav wears.
Flavor Flav!
It would most certainly be bedazzled.
I assume so.
Giant clock necklace.
You never seen Flavor Flav?
No. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, apparently it's this thing.
So Flavor Flav, he's a rapper. I can't remember what group he was in. I'm being dumb. But yeah, he's famous for wearing this like really big, like really gaudy and bedazzled, dressed up like giant clock around his neck. So he's definitely kind of a funny, eccentric kind of guy.
You know, us proper people always need our top hats.
You pick a top hat?
Yes.
I would definitely go with top hat. Top hats are fun.
70% said top hat.
Like the clock would be fun too, but I love top hats. They're so great. I've actually worn top hats. I own 2. One of them is made out of duct tape, though.
Oh my god.
I'm not a nerd. My friend.
No, not that.
You know, have you ever heard of this competition where you make a prom dress and out of duct tape?
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
My friend entered it. And he was going to make he made a tux. He was going to make me a dress, and he didn't have time for it. But like as a consolation prize, I guess he made me a little top hat. It's really cool. I like it.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Okay, so this next question: would you rather brutally assault a police officer or brutally assault a well-known gang member?
Okay. This is an interesting
I
question.
have no answer, so I'm gonna need some time to think.
So I guess the idea is, if you're brutally assaulting a police officer, you're gonna get arrested. You're gonna get
Killed.
or killed.
And if you brutally assault a gang member, you're gonna be killed.
Yeah. So this is a weird thing. I am like, to use my privilege, I'm like a white girl. I don't think the cop's gonna give me a problem. Not that that's a good thing that there are other people he'd like kill for the same thing, but I'd pick the cop.
I think no matter what you do, you're signing your death warrant, so...
I don't think I'd get killed by a cop. Like, no, it's like one of those things. I'm like a white girl. I'm not as threatening to people, which doesn't mean it's necessarily deserved, because I can do bad things. But yeah, I just don't see that. Like, have you ever seen that show that like Candidly Cameras people would help a white skinny girl steal bikes when, like, if it was a black guy or if it was a white guy, they would get mad at them. They'd like call the cops because they were stealing this bike. They helped the girl. They helped her. Huh? It's, what is it? That show that's What Would You Do? I think.
I am going to... Yes, guys, you keep seeing my internet browser pop up.
Yeah.
I'm making notes. What would you wait, what would you do?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
Prime time. What would you do?
Yeah, and there was this episode with a bike. So the idea was that these people were very obviously like stealing a bike. It was fake. They were like actors, but they were very obviously stealing this bike, and they like had like a saw to go through it, and seeing what the bystanders would do, and people would call the cops on them. But when it was a girl, and I think they called the cops more on the black guy, but they also got mad at the white guy. But the girl, people helped her. People like gave her a hand at stealing a bike. Yeah!
Okay.
It's very, very messed up. But in this land of Would You Rather, I'm like, you know what? I'd probably survive the police officer because he would feel pity on me. Because I am who I am. It's not. It's messed up.
For
But
the
that's the.
past few minutes, I've been debating whether I'd want to go out with style or not.
If you think you're gonna die either way, you go after the gang member because like they're a bad person, right?
Right now, I'm thinking of maybe a police officer, because at least I'd go out on the news.
I feel like you could get on the news either way. Like gang members make the news too.
I feel like if I go brutally assault a well-known gang member, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be killed, and my body's gonna be hidden, and then few weeks later, a random a skeleton would, or something, would be discovered in the landfill or something.
I think that's a
Of an
little.
unidentified person.
I think that's a little over dramatic. I'm not sure gangs are really as dangerous as like there's a reputation. Maybe some of them are, but
You know, I'm just gonna go out and say I want on the news if I'm going to die, so... At least this way there's a small chance I can just I could give up and be taken to jail, so I'm going with the police.
yeah.
63% said brutally assault a well-known gang member.
Right? He's the one who deserves to be assaulted
You
more.
would deserve that.
But yeah, I'm more likely to survive the cop, so
Looking out for number one.
oh yeah.
We're terrible, but not.
We're very selfish. Clearly.
Yeah. Would you rather be the Nyan cat or have the ability to make a rage face of your choice?
Ooh. I love Neon Cat. Neon Cat. What would you pick? I think I did first last time, right?
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, you did. I would go with Nyan cat.
You'd stay a cat forever.
Yeah, I would stay a cat, and this time I would be able to fly across the sky, and I guess poop rainbows. I think that's what he does.
Sure. Or fart rainbows. Who knows?
One or the other.
I want to do rage faces. That sounds fun. I want to stay a person.
70% said have the ability to make any rage face of your choice.
Yeah. Rage face. Well, you could like get famous off that. You can be like a personality doing these silly faces.
Oh. Now I regret my choice.
You had to stay a cat.
I had to stay a cat. Would you rather prevent 9/11 or prevent the deaths of 3 people you choose?
Prevent 9/11 or prevent the deaths of 3 people I choose. What if you really haven't had a lot of people die in your lifetime? Or is it supposed to be like famous people? I don't know.
It just prevent the deaths of 3 people of your choice. So I guess you could save them to save someone?
I don't know. I guess I'd prevent 9/11. So I really haven't had a lot of people die in my life. Been lucky with that. So there are a lot of people died in 9/11. Let's prevent 9/11.
I'm gonna have to follow you with that one.
Yeah.
The only people who...
I mean, even if I did have like 3, like, oh, my grandma, my aunt, and my whoever, like, I feel like it'd still be probably more worthwhile to prevent 9/11.
Harsh.
What?
But yeah, that was honestly what I was... Well, I wasn't going to say it that way.
Well.
The, only 3 people I could... Well... There's only 2 people that I can really remember dying that I even remember. There's 2 other people, but one died before I was born, or a year or so after I was born, and the other was when I was like 8 and I didn't even know her.
Well, yeah, I could bring back like my grandparents as it, but like, they live till be like in their 80s or 90s. So
So it's only gonna be like X many years and not the full lifespan.
yeah, like my grandma lived to 88, and she like smoked most of her life. I'm like, I feel like you did a good run there.
You could save her, but then she would die like a year or two later, if you
Exactly.
think about it.
Yeah.
So, both... Holy cow! This is the closest yet.
Really?
50%.
Ooh.
333,708 people agreed to prevent 9/11, and 336,973 disagreed from us to prevent the death of 3 people of their choice.
Hmm.
So that's just 6,000. I mean, sorry, 3,000 different, under 3,000 different.
That's weird.
That is really close.